so much going on in the wrists, hands, and forearms, and there's still more movements we can even do. But it's also, you can't really force the hand to open up too fast. You'll make your wrist sore. It's not a good thing. Just probably like it is with all parts of the body. So you just can't really make the tree grow faster than it. A little bit. If you do things right, you can maybe grow a little bit faster, but not much. So, any questions or feedback about what we did? Movements that I use tend to be more balancing to other actions we do in life. It's kind of because it's all about efficiency for me, so I don't want to do extra stuff I don't need. So if I'm always using my thumbs to type on a cell phone, the opposite of that is this. And if I'm punching and I jam my wrist, the opposite of that is pulling the wrist apart. So it's a lot of traction drills because we all have compression in the wrists, hand, knuckle, joints, all this stuff. A lot of people that practice yoga, they get really hard bodies. Their muscles are hard, like not in a sense of like weightlifting, but like they're brittle, and because they're using a lot of muscular effort to stretch versus passive kind of stretching, which is like more yin. So I just include a lot of yin aspects. Basically, how I think about it, because efficiency is so important for me, is the minimal muscle engagement needed to do the pose. So those muscles get stronger, and so I end up being very strong in isolated movements because I work individual muscles when I do it, but everything else I let go. And so overall, it's an interesting kind of body you get as a yoga practitioner if you do it like this way, which comes from just a few teachers. Like not all teachers are the same, not all lineages of yoga are the same. It's different, and this is different. That's why it's my own brand, because like I hear people say some of these things, but like I just had my own angle on it. And so a lot of my temperature regulation comes from breathing and pacing and effort in the pose. Or I cook up myself and then I got to sit down, and I don't think that's the point. No, a lot of muscles. Like I said, when you use the thumb, the opposite kind of opens it, and so a lot of muscles that are tight. It's not about stretching the muscle; it's about activating the opposite muscle. And that's where the study is, anatomy books and whatever, and learning. There's a lot of teachers out there that know that stuff, and their language and their cues help that. But some language, like in that lineage, hasn't changed for decades, and the understanding of anatomy is not what it was back then. And even it doesn't matter. I don't want to talk down about it, but you get it. So, and if you want to sign up, it's $67 a month for me, just the yoga classes twice a week. You can still come next Saturday for free because you get the first 2 classes free, or first week free. So if you want to come next Saturday and see more, and eventually I'll offer it online.